10 to 14 days out, and then it's just, you know, maintaining and not overtraining. So that's where I'm at now. We came in the gym yesterday and Spartan, got a few rounds in, but my body is, I'm ready to fight. Mentally, I'm ready to fight. I'm tired of coming into the gym training. I'm ready to put this work in on the 17th. So mentally and physically, I'm ready to go.
Do you feel the anticipation, like people want to see you fight, particularly after the last fight? I think a lot of people wanted answers about what you were really about, and you showed you about when you beat Weatherspoon and stuff. Coming into this fight, do you feel the anticipation from the fans and yourself to show, hey, I've taken the next step. Hey, I'm ready for that title fight coming up in 2013.
Absolutely. Every fight from here on out is a really big fight for me. And I truly believe that latter part of 2013, you know, I'll be ready for my opportunity to fight for the title. I'm about concluding this fight 3 or 4 fights away, I believe. And I'm just excited, man. And I'm very happy and fortunate that my style resonates to the people, and the people, you know, on Twitter and on Facebook, all of them are hitting me up saying they're excited to watch me fight. This is their first time coming out to a live fight, things like that. So it makes me feel good, but at the same time, you know, I keep tunnel vision and know that I got to continue to win.
What is it like to be that guy, that American heavyweight that everybody's pinning their hopes on? They want you to get the title. You are the recognizable name. You're only American heavyweight that fights on HBO. You're that Atlantic City guy. What's it like to be that guy, or do you think of it in terms like that?
It feels good, but what keeps me on a straight road, on a straight out, is I know why everybody is saying this, and it's because of what I'm doing in the ring. And I say this, I sat back and I thought about people that get to know me, that know me as a person. You can genuinely want me to succeed and want me to win, but at the bottom line, it's a business. And if I don't go out there and perform, what can you do? You can't, like, my promoters, my managers, my advisors, they know me as a person. This guy, he's really a good guy. He's a mild, kind, natured person. He has morals, he has character, but it's a business. If I don't go out there and win, it ain't but so much they can do, and I understand that, and that's why I just continue to work hard, stay humble, don't get the big head, and know that anybody can beat it. Just go out there and work.
Do you take it as an added pressure of you knowing that everybody looks at you as the next American champion?
Not really. I mean, I feel that I can be the next American heavyweight champion. I just don't walk around with my chest out. I don't talk about it. I just go out there and work. I mean, everybody that know me, I don't talk trash. You know, I just put that work in.
What did you learn from the Weatherspoon fight? You've seen it, you've played it in your mind, everybody's seen it, and people are still talking about it. People are still talking about your performance and stuff, even though it's back in April. What did you learn from that fight that's going to help you in this fight?
That one of the main things that we were working on was, you know, bringing my jab back and keeping my left hand up. And when I looked at that fight, my left hand was actually up. I was just bent over at the waist instead of bent at my knees. And that allowed him to come over. But sometimes things like that are going to happen. You're going to be caught out of position. But I was a sitting duck. Even though I was bent at my waist, I still could have used my legs to get out of, you know, his punching range. And that's something that I did do. So I'm very athletic. And sometimes I don't show that as much in the fight. So those are some of the things that we've been working on, you know, strengthening up my legs, using more, you know, movement is. You can move your head for defense, you can put your hands up, and you can use your legs to get out of the way. So just try to incorporate all 3 of those things.
All things that are fixable. All those things were fixable. There was nothing that you saw that was like, ugh, you know, you were thinking like, hey, I can fix this. Everything is fixable for this fight.
Absolutely.
Do you think that Jonathan Banks is going to be that much more inspired with the passing of Emmanuel Stewart coming into this fight? Not that he wasn't already motivated, but do you think that's going to give him that much more motivation?
Yeah.
Naturally, it probably is going to give him, you know, some more motivation, or, you know, added motivation, and that just makes for a great fight. You know, I expected to have the best Jonathan Banks come November 17th before the unfortunate passing of Emmanuel Stewart. But I'm going to be ready. You know, I'm after something, and he's next in line. He's next. You know, he's in the way, and I don't want, you know, this to stop on the 17th. So I'm going to prepare hard, and I'll be ready to go. But I definitely expect him to have extra motivation. But whatever he brings to the table, I'll be ready for it.
We talked about you watching what you did wrong during the Weatherspoon fight, but in your training regimen, in any fight you have you ever watched any video of yourself to improve yourself throughout career?
Of my fights?
Any of your fights, yeah.
Absolutely. I don't watch, like I said, I don't watch a lot of tape of my opponents, but after
of yourself, yes.
After I fight, I definitely watch tape, and I'm just trying to get better. You know, and another thing that my trainer and I do, when we come back, when I first start my training camp, we start back from the basics, throwing the different jabs, bringing, so we never act like, okay, we got this down pat. We always come back to the basics, balance, just trying to get better as a whole. And I think we've done a great job. But to answer your question, I definitely watch my film and watch other fights and try to steal little things here and there.
Speaking of watching yourself, how surreal was it on HBO to see yourself on HBO two-a-days? Considering you took up the sport 6 years ago, now you've got a special on HBO. Was it a surreal moment? Like, wow, I can't believe it's come this far this fast.
It was cool. I enjoyed it, but I know I sound like a broken record, but I try to keep everything in perspective, man. And I know I got to continue to do what I'm doing. And it sounds like a broken record, but you know that it's true. You got to continue to win. I got to continue to not only win, but continue to look impressive. If I was, 25-0-1 with 12 knockouts, I probably wouldn't be on HBO. It's because I got 19 knockouts, and I let my hands go, and I put my punches together. So I'm just excited about the opportunities that are happening, and I'm looking for bigger and better things in the future.
Seth, are you frustrated the Spartans are losing close games?
It's frustrating. Yeah, I believe if you take away the Notre Dame game, we lost 4 games on a combined of 10 points. So but that's one thing you got. In order to be a good champion, a good team, you got to win the close ones. When it's time to dig, you got to be able to dig. And we're having a little bit of trouble doing that this year, but we Spartan, baby. We're gonna bounce back.
How much support are you still getting from the Spartan community?
Oh, a lot of support, a lot of love on Twitter. Matter of fact, I just talked to the equipment manager and my strength and conditioning coach last week, man. We talked for probably about 15 to 20 minutes, keep in contact. So I got good ties down there.
Still talking to Tom Izzo?
Every now and then.
Who was a more important endorsement for the president, Jay-Z or Bruce Springsteen? Probably Jay-Z. Probably Jay-Z. Did you think the race was over when Mitt Romney got Meatloaf and President Obama got Bruce Springsteen?
I wanted Obama to win, but I didn't think that he was going to win. And it wasn't until before they announced that he was the winner about 10:30. I was like, I think we'll get it. So I was a little tired this morning because I stayed up, man, until like 1:30 watching the electoral.
How are the kids?
They're good. They're good. My daughter, she just turned 6th on the 2nd. I think she's 16 already. And my son, he'll turn 2 on the 26th.
You've traveled a long road with your mom. She's getting to see you do some things in the public eye, seeing you grow as a man. How good are things with you and your mom, and how proud are you that you're able to do these things, and how proud of you of her, and that you guys have done so much together and gone this far?
Oh man, words can't really describe my mom. We have more like a brother-sister relationship. That's my girl, man. We laugh, we joke. I talk to her about anything. And before I met my wife, all of my motivation and my determination was for her. Wanted to get a better life for her. And of course, it's still the same thing. But now we just got my wife, my kids, and my mom. So it's good, and to see her, smile, when I'm up on TV, and she's fighting in the ring when I'm fighting. If you ever catch her, she's throwing punches and everything. So it's cool, man. It's really cool.
She's enjoying being a grandma?
Absolutely.
Anything else? How much is changing now that you are the HBO fighter? Now, when you go out, you get recognized. There is a difference when you go somewhere and HBO cameras are following you, you're getting those looks. How is that changing your life and your family life?
It's nice. It hasn't gotten to the point where I can't, go to the mall or go out to eat, with my family, without, enjoying the lunch or dinner or something like that. But I definitely get a lot of people, stopping me, just, saying, hi, congratulations, saw you on HBO the other night, or they walk past as a couple and they're whispering and looking at me like, I think I just, saw him or whatever. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
That's good? All right.